What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another vlog. I'm pretty sure this is going to be its own separate vlog of touring venues. We are in North Carolina for the holidays. We came like a week early because Crystal's wedding is this weekend, so we're in town for Crystal's wedding and then Thanksgiving is next week. So I figured while we were up here and have kind of some extra time on our hands that it would be the perfect time to tour a few wedding venues. So we have 4 on the docket, but I might cancel one. So we have 2 today, 1 on Saturday and then 1 on Sunday. I'm thinking about canceling the 1 on Sunday just because I'm not super interested in that one, but we'll kind of see how these other 3 go first. Wedding planning is basically non-existent so far. We got engaged back in April, so we're coming up on 8 months, 7 or 8 months now, and we haven't really done anything because I don't want to plan a wedding. Like, every time I look at anything, I immediately get filled with stress and anxiety. Literally last night I slept absolutely horrible and I couldn't sleep just thinking about everything. And even with, you know, your first big decision, which is what kind of wedding do you want to have and your venue, because once you decide that and you set a venue, then you set a date, and then everything else kind of just goes with the flow, I guess, because, you know, you have a date so you can start booking vendors and stuff. But I don't even know what kind of wedding we're gonna have yet. We could tour all 3 of these venues and none of them work out because we might decide just to have a really small wedding and then a big party. I just don't know what to do. Everything is so expensive and that stresses me out. There's just so much decision fatigue that goes into it, and I haven't even started anything. Even picking which venues to go tour, it's like there's a million, and then we're looking in like one little city in North Carolina and there's like 15 venues you could go tour. So I just already feel very, very anxious and overwhelmed by all of it. I keep going back and forth between just like eloping at the courthouse and then having like a big party, because that would save us a lot of money. But then I'm like, I really want that like walk down the aisle moment. So I don't know, it's tough. We really haven't made many decisions. We're gonna look at a few venues here in North Carolina, and then when we go to Tennessee for Christmas, which is where Will's family lives, we're gonna look at a couple venues there, and then we will, I guess, need to make a decision, because if we want to do 2025, you kind of need to make a decision early 2024. I'm not against 2026, to be honest, because that would give us more time to save and more time for payments and everything. But that also just sounds so ridiculous, like the fact that you have to save for years to have a wedding. I think there's just a lot of pressure around it too, with social media and everything. And not even just that, but everything with the word wedding in it is like 4 times the price. Like, you want a photographer for a 5-hour event, maybe it's like a couple $1,000s. But you want a photographer for a wedding, which is a 5-hour event, it's like $5,000 or $6,000. Like, it's just, you throw the word wedding in there and everything changes. Same with event venues. You want it for like a corporate party, it's like literally a quarter of the price as if you want it for a wedding. So yeah, this was kind of a depressing intro, but I haven't even started wedding planning and I'm so anxious about it and just stressed. But I feel like we both want a wedding. Like, we both want a good, fun day and celebration with all of our friends and family there. There's just so many moving pieces that go into it. So we will see. One of the venues we're looking at today, I am pretty excited about. I think it's like beautiful. Right now, if I had to list all the venues we're going to view, it's probably my favorite. We will see. We are meeting my dad and stepmom at the venues. They are gonna tour with us, and Will's mom also drove into town to take a look. So we're gonna have a full crew there. So yeah, that's kind of the wedding planning update right now. Is we basically haven't done anything, and I have a lot of anxiety and decision fatigue without even doing anything yet. We're gonna tour venues kind of throughout the next couple months and then make a final decision on the type of wedding and where, and set a date hopefully by early next year. So January, February, I would like to have some kind of date set, even if it's 2026. I would like to have an idea. I'm gonna finish getting ready and we're gonna head out. I was doing so good on time and then I got a phone call that I had to answer. But final fit, jeans are Abercrombie. This top is Boohoo. I feel like so extra wearing white to a venue tour, but I feel like any opportunity you have to milk it, you should, right? And then I'm wearing these loafers, which I got a long time ago to wear to work when I was in office, and they're honestly just not the best walking shoe, so I never wore them, but they're actually really cute. So I thought I would break them out.
Well, that was exciting.
The first venue was a fail and they were extremely rude. They didn't show up. When I emailed to tour this place back in September, because I was planning ahead for when we would be in North Carolina. So I messaged them and, you know, we planned a date and they said, okay, we'll pencil you in for November 16th at this time. Let us know if anything changes. And I was like, sounds good, see you then. And then no one was there today when we went, so we were like knocking on the windows. And then I emailed them and I said, we're here, where are you? And they said, oh, sorry, when we said we would pencil you in, we never actually put you on the calendar, and we don't come in unless we have something on the calendar.
And where did you pencil it?
I'm like,
on a napkin?
I don't know, they're like actually just rude, and like she acted like it was my fault that they're not there, and I'm like, I literally scheduled this over a month in advance because that's how I am. So yeah, that was just like put a horrible impression. So we're definitely not gonna go with that place. Really bad impression. And then I thought they had an outdoor space, but we were looking in the windows and there wasn't an outdoor space. So I was definitely confused there. And then also a negative, there's like no parking. They had like 4 parking spots and it's right kind of in the middle of like the little downtown. So, you know, with 100 guests, no parking isn't ideal. So that one's just kind of off the list. We're not even gonna reschedule the tour, but it's kind of crazy to me how unprofessional that was, because if you're gonna get married somewhere, you know, you have to coordinate with them, and I would never trust those people to coordinate my wedding if they can't even show up to the tour. Whereas the next one that we're going to, she's been like, she emailed me to confirm, like she's been all on top of it. So I know this one will at least be more professional.
I mean, maybe they had an outdoor space. We don't know. No one showed up to take us to said space.
We looked at all the windows and we like walked around the back, but...
What are you gonna do? I mean, I just feel like, I don't know a whole lot about weddings, so I just feel like it's probably a very relationship-oriented business. I would imagine details are probably really important, and it's like whenever you can't even just like show up, it's like I don't know how you could trust them to handle any significant details if they can't handle something like that. So
yeah, kind of a bust. I feel bad because like his mom's in town from Tennessee, so she drove like 6 hours. My dad is in town, he drove like over an hour, which is the reason that we planned it so in advance. On to the next and the last one, the one and only for the day, really. Yeah. We had 3 today and 2 of them screwed up and basically canceled, so one more. We're back. We're actually about to go to a rehearsal dinner. We loved that last venue. I don't even know if I'm gonna put in clips or not, because I feel like it might be the venue we go with, and I I don't know. I might give you guys like a sneak peek. I took a couple clips inside, so I will probably throw those in here, but maybe not. I'm not sure. We have one more we're gonna go see on Saturday that also looks really beautiful. So I think, depending what we think of the one on Saturday, we'll probably just go with the one we saw today because we both really loved it. Our parents loved it. Yeah, the only issue with it is they have already booked out every single spring weekend in 2025, which is absolutely insane to me. I thought we were early. I mean, it's a year and like 2 months ahead, which I felt like we were early. And she was like, yeah, every year people start booking further and further out. So we won't get like the ideal date that we really wanted, but I mean, it'll still be like good weather, so it'll be fine. But I think we're gonna try to make a decision by probably next week or so. They have like one date left in the time range that we would want. So definitely, hopefully that doesn't go if we wait like 4 days, but I feel like it won't. But yeah, I will take you guys along on the tour on Saturday as well. What is up, guys? We are headed to our last venue tour. I'm pretty sure it'll be our last one. It's another one here in North Carolina, like kind of a little bit outside of Raleigh. This one I think is going to be really beautiful. Thing deterring me most is it is a little bit more expensive than the last one we saw. It does offer a few nice things that the other one doesn't. We really love the other one. I love the vibe of it, so I'm interested to see what we think of this one.
What does this one offer that the other one doesn't?
An overnight stay for me and you the night of the wedding. Something else they offer, I don't know if we would necessarily use this. People could pay for it themselves, I guess, but people can stay the night of the wedding. Mm-hmm. Like, we don't have to do like the package. Like, you know how the other one was like you have to do a package? This one's like they can stay the night. It's $250 per room.
I got you.
But like if your mom wanted to stay the night, like they could.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So we'll see. We both really loved the other one. I feel like that's probably gonna end up being the one, but who knows, maybe we'll go to this one and just be blown away. So they're both very similar. Like, I like the European like style housing type stuff. So yeah, we need to get over there. What time is it? 15 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna head that way and see what we think. We actually just had my best friend's wedding last night, which is what we're in town for, so that was fun. So we're in big wedding mode. I'm wearing this cute little sweater. I didn't have time to get ready this morning because hence the wedding last night, we were out really late, so I rolled out of bed like 30 minutes before we needed to go. But I am wearing this cute sweater from Fashion Pass, but the brand is Show Me Your Moo Moo. Quite a few days later now, but I know I need to come on here and give you guys a final conclusion for this video and tell you what we thought of the last venue. We haven't made any decisions yet, I will say that. We loved that last venue. It was gorgeous. It's just this like entire estate. I mean, acres and acres of land. With multiple different houses on it, and has like carriage houses, has like horse stables, and you can use all the different spaces however you want. So I definitely get why it's a little bit more expensive because it is that luxury feel. Safe to say we kind of fell in love with that one, but like I said, no decisions yet. They are going to be sending over quotes based on our guest count and alcohol package, because those are the things you have to do through the venue. So I should be getting those within the next few days, and then I think we will make a decision. But I am gonna keep it a secret. I'm not gonna let you guys know which one we went with. So make sure that you guys subscribe. We are looking at a early summer 2025 wedding. A lot to do between now and then. We have a little bit over a year to get everything together. I think we will have our date and venue solidified by the end of this month. I was really stressed out about everything, but I'm trying to just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, one decision at a time, one payment at a time. I know it'll just be like the best day with all of our friends and family in one place. So I think we just need to go with what we love and see from there. We're gonna be comparing final quotes, available dates before we make any decisions. So I feel really good though that we found two beautiful venues that we love. So I feel like we can't go wrong with either one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, stay tuned, subscribe. I'm gonna do a whole wedding planning series, taking you guys along on different stuff. We're gonna have to go wedding dress shopping soon. So I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you so soon in the next video.